Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play Grounded. This is episode 22. Last time we explored the upper yard even further, and kind of went into the jungly bits before we ended up at the castle, and then we kind of doubled back and found the stump, and ended up in the stump lab. Now, you might notice that we're not still in there, even though we kind of ended before I finished the lab, but it turns out that door we opened was to the final room of the lab and the way out. There was nothing really to see, there was just a chip sitting on a desk there. I grabbed that and I left so that we wouldn't have to climb all the way out, and I could do some things between episodes. Now, as you might notice from my bar down there, we have a number of new weapons. We have the Tick Makwahuitl. Makwahuitl? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a Mayan word. But this is basically a tick sword, and it has lifesteal, like the mosquito needle. But it is a slashing type weapon instead of a stabbing type weapon. And then we have, of course, the ladybird shield that we killed enough ladybirds to build last time. The black ox crossbow. Now, I noticed that even with my current upgrade, I think this is level 6, this thing is not strong enough to one-shot the scarabs with the wooden splinter needles. So either I need to upgrade this more, or we need to use elemental arrows, because I think they are actually weak against every type of elemental arrow. Where do these guys even show up? Oh, you know what? I don't think we actually scanned one of these because when we trapped that one, I was like, oh shit, we gotta kill this immediately. So yeah, I don't think I actually got a scan, but I believe they are weak against every element. So if we make some elemental arrows, we can switch over to those when we spot one and then one-shot it before it can burrow. Because otherwise, you're not gonna catch them if you don't kill them in the first shot. We also have the mint mace, which we got the recipe for quite a while ago, back when we couldn't actually make the mint globs to build it, but this is going to be pretty handy, especially for our goal for this episode, which is going to be to obtain the spicy coltana. We have to do the defense event. It turns out you're not allowed to build inside the coal bag, so I wasn't able to, plop down a turret in there like I wanted to, which means we are just going to have to bludgeon all of the larvae and defend the blade like that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to basically just buff ourselves up a bunch, and then we are going to defend the sword, hopefully. So, to that end, you might notice there's a lot of new stuff in here if you didn't watch the building episode, the second building episode. And if you did watch that, you can see that the roof is starting to come along nicely because I have scrounged as many feathers as I could. But yeah, so for this episode, one of our goals is going to be to get that spicy coltana, or try to. Another is I want to kill that green shield bug, that, mega stink bug that we spotted when we were up in the jungle, because we need pieces from that to make the good torch, and I want to get the good torch before we try to go into the undershed. I want to have a good light source before we go into the dark. Now, I believe I did scan that one. We didn't get close to it, but I just kind of looked at it. So it is weak against stabbing and fresh, which means spears and arrows, but I don't think our gas mask is very effective against this. I think this will melt the gas mask in seconds if we get caught by its stink. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to use Gastro Goo, the Slurpee that gives you a resistance to gas damage. It says it makes you invulnerable to gas, but I don't know if that applies to super gas. But we're going to start off with that. We are going to take the gas mask, just in case it is useful. And we're also going to take a stack of this, because we're probably going to need to fix some of our equipment. Alright, so we're going to take the sticky human food for the defensive buff. Oh, I already got the gastro goo here. Gonna take the Sticky Liquid Rage for the extra damage when we're doing the event. And we're gonna top up on these. I really need to upgrade the amount of consumables I can carry in a stack. That's probably gonna be my next upgrade, but we're also close to maxing out the size of the regular resource stack, so I might save my molars for then. And I don't know how many molars we have left to get, but we haven't really found that many in the upper yard yet. Alright, now let's go in our fridge here. So we're going to want these Casa de Antlions for the event, because again, it is inside of the charcoal bag, where there is some sizzle. Unfortunately, I think we are going to have to bring in the antlion armor, because there's a lot of sizzle in there, so I don't think we're going to be able to just, you know, make do with just the buff when you have to get close, because the Coltana itself puts out a lot of sizzle. So we're going to take my busted-ass fucking antlion armor and repair it. And really didn't want to use my glue on this, but I forgot I upgraded it to level 6. There is an aphid losing his shit somewhere. Okay, I think we're ready to go.
No water filtration.
I'm eager to get out there and explore again, because it's been a while since the previous episode, and I've had to do a lot of busy work since then in-game, just for grinding and stuff. So I guess we'll do the Coltana event first, because that way if we fail, and we have to wait a day for it to reset, we might be able to tackle it again. The other kind of big goal I want to do is the Broodmother, of course. I've been saying this for like 6 episodes or something, but the Coltana is kind of the thing I've been waiting on to do that, because I think that's pretty much as prepared as we're going to get. Also, I found out where the Orchid Mantis fight is, because, you know, we got the recipe for summoning it last time, which itself requires Broodmother parts, so we're going to have to fight her a couple times to get those, but apparently there's an arena inside that bush over there. So if we climb up the hose, got really mucusy there for a second. If we climb up the hose, we can get inside that bush, and that is where you actually fight the mantis. So we'll have to keep that in mind, but I don't think we're going to be doing that anytime soon. Alright, for the coal, we want to get to the coal bag, so I guess we'll take this one. You can see I set up another zip line that leads to the porch, because I figured that would just be more convenient. The other thing I want to do before we go into the undershed is the termite mound, because we didn't go all the way to the top. We kind of got driven back by the sheer number of termites, but we have better gear now, better armor, so I think we could delve deeper this time. Alright, the hole's right here. I have a respawn here, just in case, but I think we should be alright.
Don't burn your feet, Pete!
Oh, and I gotta actually equip the armor.
Feeling a little safer now.
You know, I think I might have actually upgraded it specifically because I was gonna need it here. I forgot to make mint arrows. Anyway, gonna eat one of these. We're gonna drink one of these, and quickly begin the event before those start ticking down. Alright. Wow, even with all these stacks of defense, I'm still sizzling getting close to this thing. But as you'll see, this thing can kill these larvae in like a single combo. Do I have... No, okay, we're gonna unequip that. We're gonna equip fresh defense. Sword is looking good. Why am I so slow? I can actually kill this with just the second and third hit in the combo. Are you attacking it through this rock? feel like they don't actually have to get that close to attack it. Alright, I think we've got this. Unless they suddenly start multiplying very quickly. And we still have our bonuses. I'm gonna pop a bandage. Just so we're recovering health. Oh, wait, come back here. We are mastering the shit out of that secret. Look at it vibrate. Now, who put this here? Do you think that burg.l put this sword here? Did Wendell put this sword here? I like how he immediately dodged away from the thing he was going to attack because that is just one of their attacks. Alright. We pretty much got it. Oh. We're gonna get like a big wave now. There was a big vibration and then the music kicked in. I wonder if this is just the music that plays when you're doing a mixer event. I'm noticing that these are not dropping very much in the way of materials. They're only dropping spikes. No tough gunk or anything. Alright, well this makes me feel like maybe the mixers wouldn't be too bad. Game? Really had a struggle with that. Okay, we got the recipe, and we got the mutation, which makes us do more damage during a defense event. You would get that from mixers as well, because, again, this literally just counts as a mixer event. Okay. We're going to keep this on because it also has ghast resist, and we're going to need that for, you know, fighting the stink bug.
A little less squishy now.
We need to get out of here, though, because even though we took the sword, which I guess exploded anyway, considering we now have to craft one, we took that, but the sizzle doesn't go away. Okay, what do we need to make this sweet new sword? 2 spicy globs, we can do that. Everchar coal chunk, we have a decent number of those, and tough gunk. So yeah, not too bad. I don't know how Pete is going to make the hilt. That seems a little advanced for a Boy Scout type, but it is a flaming sword, and that is pretty cool. It's a flaming katana, really. Hold on, I gotta check this. Did not stop recording. No, okay. My little recording icon disappeared, but I think everything's good. Oh, there's some science up there. Alright, now we are going to go after the shield bug, I guess, which is a bit of a walk. It's kind of... Oh, we're not even going the right way for that. Okay, maybe we'll wait on the shield bug for a moment. Though, the other problem is that I don't have a torch on me right now, and we kind of need a torch if we're going to go into the woodpile.
I'm holding raw seeds in my hands. What does it even mean?
So maybe we'll just head back to base, and we will make some of those arrows and grab ourselves a torch or two. But in my rush to actually get to, you know, adventuring, I kind of neglected some of the things we're going to need. I don't know if I mentioned it, but one of the other things that apparently was cut from the game was actually going inside the shed, and there was going to be like a wasp nest in there, and you'd have to do a bunch of platforming. But I guess they thought that was too complicated, so they cut it. And I mentioned this in the build episode, but the lint rope that we need to make other kinds of advanced armor, we can't actually get that from the carpet up in front of the shed. Turns out those don't respawn. So if we want to get more lint rope, we actually have to go into the undershed because the insulation will spawn clumps of
Nice and clean.
lint that we can harvest. And I think those do respawn. But I learned that when I wanted to make more armor, and I went back up there, and there was no lint. The other thing I got was those toenails we saw, which we want to scan, because apparently you can make a weapon out of these, but they take 7 days to respawn. So they are very painful, and there's not very many of them in the map. And I think you need like 10 for the weapon you make out of it. Alright, so what do we need? Well, first we're going to put this armor back, free up the space in our inventory. Then we need to make the arrows. So it was weak against fresh, which means we need the minty arrows. Okay, so this uses 10 feather arrows, but it makes, I think, 10 arrows as well. So it's pretty cheap on the mint, but the problem is these feather arrows require crow feathers, which of course I am using for my roof right now, so we won't be able to make very many of these, but we'll make 20. Hopefully that is enough to kill a shield bug. And also, hopefully a shield bug will drop, you know, enough pieces to make the torch. I think we only need 2, so it shouldn't be too many. Alright. So we needed that, and we need a torch. Or we could take the helmet, because I believe termites are weak against fresh, which means we could use our mint mace to deal with them instead of our spear. Because the spear is okay, but it doesn't actually do a lot of damage. No, they're weak against salty, so I would want the salt Morningstar against them. Can we make that? Do we have enough salt? Needs 5 gum nuggets and 2 salt globs. The problem with the globs is I think that those need... Oh, no, they don't. Okay. I was going to say, I think they need a mighty glob. But no, they only need 1 whetstone. So they need 2 of these, and then we would need gum, which is not that hard to get. But then we'd have to upgrade it, and I don't think I have enough. Well, obviously I don't have any more sturdy whetstone. However, I think the chip that we got from the stump might actually let us make sturdy whetstones out of bug materials. I think that's what it is, but it might actually be the termite chip. It's one or the other. But we're gonna take the headlamp. I'll take a torch as well. And then we'll just kind of figure out which one we want to use. All right. Also, this sword is not bad. It's more like the Black Ant sword than it is like a replacement for our Ant-laying greatsword. The Spicy Coltana is more of a replacement for the Ant-laying greatsword because it is a two-hander. And it does about as much damage as the Ant-laying greatsword, but, you know, it does spicy damage, which is good against anything that is weak against spicy and not so good against anything that has a resistance to spicy.
This is moderately terrifying!
So yeah, the shield bug is over there. So I think we'll go over there, we'll kill it, ideally, and we'll maybe just jump down to the oak lab from there. But first we're going to go to the termites.
black ant working away here.
Ooh. A lot of mint in there. Bye. I mean, you're always aggressive, so it's not really a question. But still, couldn't have just minded your own business? Nope. They do very little damage with this armor, and this is not even great armor. Like, by comparison, bees still do a lot of damage, even with this armor, when I've been trying to... Hold on. Did these actually respawn? Did I just contradict myself? Well, okay. Maybe these respawn, or maybe they got reloaded, but if they do respawn, they don't respawn quickly. Like, multiple days don't respawn quickly. I wanted to check out this arena while we're here. Because I actually thought that was just a solid bush. Didn't we climb up here before? I feel like I've been in the, you know, general plant pot area before. I guess it makes sense that the orchid mantis would be in the orchid bush.
Taking a look.
Still no idea where, like, the moths are. There are supposed to be moths in the upper yard, but I've yet to see them. Alright, can you get in? Oh, you can go inside of it. Okay, that makes more sense, because it looked very solid from the outside. Yeah, this looks like a boss arena for sure. I don't see, like, an altar like the broodmother. Oh. Yeah, okay, this looks exactly like the broodmother. So, we drop down an orchid mantis kebab, and that will start the fight. But, like I said, that's going to be a while off. Because apparently that is the hardest fight in the game, even though it's not necessarily the only other boss. I don't have a dandelion. Right. We had it break when we jumped down out of the coal bag. There's a molar here. I think it is actually in one of these plant pots. Oh, maybe not. I'm going to turn off these markers. I'm trying to spot if there is a molar back here. No. Well, if it's not back here, I think it might actually be through... Oh, God. Hey, remember how I don't have a fucking... Oh, I don't know what that is. So, remember how I don't have... I really hope that is not a green shield bug like I think it is. Because in the last version of this game I played, where they added these guys, this was the only place you could find one, and I think this is indeed one of them. Oh, it's so dark under here. This is the part of the under porch that is blocked off by the, like, fertilizer bag. I really need to get away from this thing just long enough to pull out a torch. I guess I could do that, like this. You're weak against this. Not going to do me much good. No, it doesn't actually look at does that much more damage. So I am going to stand here like a fool.
Keep me safe.
It doesn't really look that different, but I don't think that the regular stink bugs have those little fangy teeth. Pete's doing a real weird one-handed, like, under-the-arm stab. I kind of like that one, though. Well, it is pretty funny to me that we just kind of fell on our target and not even in the place where I expected to fight it. Because I didn't think this guy was still down here. I thought him being down here before was just a placeholder thing. Alright. Surprisingly, this guy doesn't seem that dangerous. I want to get him with his fangy little mouth open, but without the goop effect. Oh, that's a good one. God, it is so big, though. I don't think the stink bugs are this big. I always try to take multiple photos when I'm doing this as well, because I know that, you know, I'm going to end up not quite taking into account how big the logo of the game is on the thumbnails, so that's why I kind of mess around with this a bunch. And shift it over a little bit. Well, that was fairly straightforward. Was not expecting that. Also, yes, we did find a cap gun under here. Wow, we got a gold card from killing one of them. Ooh. Those are bigger mushrooms? Okay, those are just mushroom chunks,
I think.
which you would normally get from chopping down a mushroom. Alright, let's switch back to our regular helmet and see what is actually under here. Because this is a whole area that I didn't even consider was here. Definitely need that sturdy quartzite. I don't even know if I really need the gunpowder, because it doesn't seem to make anything that useful. There's no real, like, weapon you can make out of it, except the bomb arrows. Which I guess those would be handy to have. Okay, we're getting a molar under here as well, but this might actually be stuff in the undershed rather than the underporch. Oh, hold on. What is this burrowing around? Is this just a grub? Clearly not a larva or be popping out and attacking me, but I didn't think there were any grubs in the upper yard. Okay, we got 30 marble. And we are definitely going to run out of space in our inventory. Well, I'm kind of glad we fell down here. Just because now we know what's down here. And if I need to find another green shield bug, besides the one that we spotted, we know that there is at least one more under here that probably respawns. I mean, right now we especially need this sturdy quartzite so we can upgrade our spicy coltana, and that way it'll be ready for brood mother slaying. That is a lot of gunpowder. I don't know if these things respawn either. Alright, now I also don't exactly know how to get out of here. I think there's a way you can climb up on top of the fertilizer bag, but not 100% sure. Oh yeah, we can kind of just wedge ourselves up this back corner, maybe? Okay, anyway. We managed to accomplish a goal that I was going to do after dealing with the termites, but I guess now we can just go straight to the termites. There's also a spider tunnel down in the trenches that I want to hit on the way back. It doesn't look like it's very deep, but it does have a mega milk molar in it. Okay, termites. The termites are not very tough. They weren't even that tough when we came here originally, but they have such sheer numbers that eventually they will wear you down, but it looks like we can tough them out for a decent amount of time now. I'm going to skip the day, even though it's still going to be dark in there, but at least this way it'll be a little lighter.
Just close your eyes and imagine it's a fruit pounder.
Okay, I don't need this mushroom chunk. Kinda need everything else. I guess I don't need these larva bits.
Taking a look.
Alright, we've already killed enough termite soldiers to go gold. Okay, I'm gonna set my respawn there. I'm going to equip this helmet,
Feeling a little safer now.
because I don't think we need our set bonus of better charged attacks here. And this way we can still use our shield. Also, gonna take a swig of this. Nope.
Don't even need to boil it.
Alright, in we go. So, to get to where we want to be, we do have to jump over to that other one that we went to. But we also want to check out the top of the woodpile, because we didn't actually go up there yet.
Hungry termite looking for a wood burger.
And I imagine we're going to have to deal with a lot more of these in the undershed. If that, you know, that tunnel we found actually does also lead down there, which I assume it does. Alright, we head up here. So we can either go this way, or we can go that way. I'm really wishing I had another dandelion right now. I think I can make this jump, though. There we go. Okay, so this should lead to their inner sanctum, but it means there's going to be quite a few of them here. Wow. Talk about getting thrown the fuck out. Oh no. I remember this. I remember this cycle we got into of trying to get up here. I think I can get up here though. I think that we kind of settled on that. Oh, unless you slip off the leaf. Yeah, there's kind of a weird slope there where you start to skid. We gotta go here and then sprint and jump. Okay, let's just waste a bunch of health doing the same thing and not understanding why it doesn't work. I mean, I guess I could just go from up here and then, like, kind of fall in. Fucking mosquito, get out of here. You can see how much health I get back from this sword, though. Especially because I upgraded my healing percentage when I was in between episodes, so we get even more health back now from things that heal us. Alright, let's go this way. I don't think this is the right way. I think we need to go the other way. Also, I'm curious how much damage this does. It's not one of their weaknesses, but sometimes it is better to just use a stronger weapon, even if they're not weak against it. Looks like the spear is actually going to be the best one here. Alright. There's going to be more upgrade materials in here as well. I think this should lead outside, but this might actually be the right way to go, and I'm just wrong. We still haven't actually encountered the third type of termite, which is kind of why we're here. The termite king. Which actually might be over here. Ooh, sharpshooter. We haven't really been using the weapon mutations, because a lot of them aren't very good. Like the spear one does not actually make you do more spear damage. It just makes you do more damage when you throw the spear, which we haven't exactly been doing. Raw science, but otherwise this is a dead end. That would be like where we go if we just want to jump out and float down, but of course we can't float down right now. See, this is where we got overwhelmed when I tried to go up this tunnel, and they just kept coming. And they don't stop coming. But this time, we are a lot tougher than we were back then. Like 2 episodes ago. I don't remember where these guys' weak point is.
Taking a look.
I don't think it even says in that screen. You have to go to the card. Because they don't have eyes, really. But they do seem to take more damage in the butt. Don't we all? Oh god, there's still more of them. This shield is not really holding up. We're going to have to repair it. But I do have some extra ladybird parts, so not really that big of a deal. 50 termite parts. I mean, the good thing about termite parts is we can turn them into repair gunk. So it's not really a bad thing if we get a bunch of them. Especially because they don't even cost that many parts to make the goop. Man, I am starting to get my ass kicked. I'm looking at my armor and it is almost destroyed, but we have the repair gunk, so should be alright, unless I stupidly deposited it without realizing. Nope, you have enough. Okay. I don't have anything to repair my shield, though, because, you know, we can't upgrade it, so that means we cannot repair it with anything but its original materials. Oh my god. There's still so many more. I mean, I guess they are guarding the kings. Alright, my shield is broken. It's not that big of a deal because we can still block with the spear itself. Okay, that burned through a lot of healing to get here. But you didn't think we were done yet, did you? Okay, I think that's all of them. Nope. Still... We want to go that way. I kind of don't want to fight the rest, though. It might be better to sprint through until we get where we want to be. Because I think most of them will lose interest before we get there. Oh, shit.
Scientific breakthrough.
I don't remember which way is the right way. Again, I've only seen this area like once. Oh, fuck. This is one of the really laggy ones. Interestingly, the ones that you dig up do not seem to have the effect on your frame rate that the ones that are in the world automatically do. This might be the right way. It's blocked by a wall of splinters. Okay, the amount of health you get back might actually depend on how much damage you do, because I'm getting tiny slivers from these guys. Okay, great. These are all workers down here, and they're still kicking my ass. I'm gonna drink a liquid rage. Oh, hey. There's the Termite King. Man. He was checkmated by the Termite King. Okay, we could respawn at the field station or out front, but I might actually want to go back and fix my stuff. I mean, can we repair the spear in the field? I don't remember if this is... Yeah, it's mighty, so should be able to repair it like that. We cannot repair this, though. And I feel like we're going to need that for survivability purposes.
That should keep me safe. Safer.
But it might actually be better to just, again, sprint past all of those workers and hope that they don't all follow me. Because we're using pretty much the best spear we can get right now, and we're still not killing them fast enough to keep them from really bunching up on top of us. That was something like 6 workers. And then the Termite King, which actually does a shit ton of damage. It's not a boss, though. I mentioned it before that they are just kind of considered tough regular enemies, and they respawn, so they're not that special. I mean, it looks nice in here. I just really don't want to stick around, because it's miserable. I do want to see what's in these other directions, though. Okay, this appears to be a dead end with a milk molar.
My mom always says I light up a room.
I think this should also lead us to a dead end, but we definitely want these materials. We've got Scabby here. The Sawdust Scabby. Probably not surprising. There's just a random acorn top down here. I don't actually want that. I just wanted to see if there was anything hidden under it. It looked like the kind of thing that you would hide a material under. Alright, we should have plenty of upgrade material when we head back. Okay, so I'm gonna run down here, I'm gonna grab my bag, and then I'm going to keep running until we can hopefully pull the Termite King.
The Termite King, Lord of gnashing teeth, treebane, raiser of kingdoms,
Well,
master of wood.
kind of never mind, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of them down here. He has the same weaknesses as the regular termites, though. He's just big, and for some reason has a lot of wooden splinters sticking out of him, which is where the king names comes from, because it's kind of a, crown. Not actually a termite queen, just like there's no ant queens. He does have a lot of health, though. And he knocks you down with his big charge. I'm going to drink the defense buff. I need to get rid of these workers. He's very, like, loud and squeaky when you hit him, though. Alright. Get a little distance so I can heal. Get fucking bombarded by these extremely, like, effective, accurate workers. Yeah, even if I block that, he still knocks me down. Alright, gonna pop a liquid rage as well. Ugh. Okay. I think everybody's dead. So that gives us the Termite King Carapace, which we need, I think, to make the helmet for the termite set, because we don't even have the blueprint for that right now. It's so weird to me that they like optimize the Mega Milk Molars so they don't affect your frame rate, but for some reason the regular ones still do. Alright, get that. So, cream quartzite, which I don't think we can do anything with that yet, right? We determined that we did not actually have the recipe to make that into a crafting material. But we might get that from the chip in here, which we should be... Yep. The woodpile burg.l chip. So now we have two of these, both of them, you know, non-story chips, obtained from the Stump Lab and from here. So we're definitely going to want to stop by burg.l on the way back to base. Alright, well, that is the termite nest. That was the part I wanted to get to.
Choke it down, Pete.
Was the king. And now we will probably never... Well, I might have to kill the king a few more times just for making, like, termite armor to put on our armor racks, but in a video, I don't think we're ever going to have to come back here. We do still have to go up to the top now, though, which I don't think we can get to from in here. Whoa. Please destroy my frame rate by shoving me into the grass dirt. I really should have updated my computer before I started this episode, because, you know, Windows is insistent on updating, so it's probably going to be a little shitty because of that. Alright, the woodpile entrance. So now we are on top of the woodpile, where there is a lot less termites, but there are, like, wolf spiders and mosquitoes. Now, I don't know if there's anything, like, useful, really, up here. I don't remember there being anything kind of significant up on top here, but they might have changed that, since that was before release. There's more rust. I don't think we really have a lot of uses for rust, besides the spear. You might need it for one of the armor sets. So there's the big puddle, there's the wolf spider. These are just regular mosquitoes as well. These are not the tiger mosquitoes that we saw over by the castle. That was a mega milk molar over there. Can I even fit in here. There we go. Alright, have to remind myself not to just jump off the top of the woodpile, because we do not have a dandelion. And I don't think there are any other molars up here. Is that a penny? That wolf spider is a little bit stuck. Don't think they'll follow me over here. What is that? Is that just wood clipping through? I think it is. Alright, well, I will grab these hot cha-chas. Might as well, because we've already got them in our inventory. And I think that's it. Now we can head back to base and make our fancy new flaming sword. We might actually, I guess, end the episode after this because there's a wolf spider like trapped under here. I don't think there's really much else I wanted to do in this episode. Oh, you know what? There's probably a little fucking horrible... Is there anything under here? I mean, there's obviously a wolf spider like wedged up there, but I was gonna say there might be something hidden under here. Looks like no. Alright, well. My map is still saying that there's another molar around here. Or my, detector thing over there that we can see flashing. I don't know where, though. Is that it right there? No, that's a sap clump. Let's try hopping up here. See if it fills out. Nope, I cannot get up that. Okay, let's just fall, I guess. Ow. We do want to stop by this field station on the way back, though, because I want to, scan the shield bug parts and the lint rope that we have on us. The toenails have probably respawned as well, because it has been a while at this point since I got them. I've done a lot of building and harvesting since then. But we need to scan those as well, because I do not have the recipe for whatever they make. We also need them for the embiggening cocktail, but I don't know how many we need for that. And we don't have the full recipe yet. Oh, we have a lot of raw signs. We do need more signs for our, signs we started to put up. I want to get the glow ones, because I think they do actually glow in the dark. But is there any important recipes? We're going to need the fin flops upgrade, because we are actually going to be doing some more diving, it turns out. I haven't really looked too much into it, but I know that there is another area of swimming we're going to need to do over by the castle. I mean, we saw the big pit full of water where all the mosquitoes were. Crit chance could be nice. We don't really have a lot of options for cooking. I mean, I guess I'll hold on to my science before we turn in the chips, because it might be something better. Okay, max resource stack size. 35.
Slurp the core!
Slurp the core. So now, that is as high as we can go, so our chest thing is gonna have to be enough to last us for the rest of the game. Apparently, there are enough molars to max these out, but I'm not sure if that's actually true. That's what I read. Is that in the 1.0 release, there are now enough milk molars to get every upgrade. I mean, we're probably not going to get every upgrade before the end of the game, or every milk molar, because I don't know where they are. Can I relight my torch? I think I have to put it away and take it out again.
Ugh. Worse than my mom's
You notice how we didn't
Brussels
actually do the thing that I meant to go up there for, which was to scan the stuff?
Science!
Yeah, we already have the recipe we need, which is for the charcoal torch. Super gas arrows. I don't know how good those are. I didn't have great experiences with the gas arrows when someone said to use them against the broodmother, but they might be better now, and those are obviously the super gas arrows. Stuffed termite king. We still don't have the termite helm recipe. Maybe we do, and I just keep missing it whenever I look at the list. Termite. Nope. Maybe there isn't, actually, a full set of termite armor? That would be kind of weird, though, but I mean, I guess the only other thing would be if I were to scan the lint rope. Maybe that would give me the missing recipes, but I didn't think so. I was pretty sure we got the termite stuff from brain power already, not even from scanning. I think that's a spider cave right down there. The one I wanted to check out. Yep, let me just keep taking fall damage. It's actually not that much. Okay. Put it away. Take it out.
Light.
There we go. This is not it. I mean, we've seen this spider cave in videos before. In fact, it might have been in the previous video where we were exploring down here. But I want to get that milk molar. Yeah, this one right here. I don't think there's any reason not to go in here, because it looks like it's just regular orb weavers. Maybe a single wolf spider. The other thing we haven't encountered yet is the tier 3 spider. We have not seen them anywhere in the upper yard. But I think they are pretty uncommon, because they are actually really strong. In fact, I believe that those are the only enemy that has a resistance to everything. So no matter what you use against them, it's not very effective. Wow, that really wasn't even much of a spider tunnel compared to the, the one we fell into that one time. More like a spider nook. I don't have room for them anyway. Plus, I already have like 30 or 40 of them sitting back at base, ready to be turned into leather. So I think we're good on those for now. I can't even carry this. Why did I kill it? Well, guess I could get rid of the webs. I don't think I need it. That was just a wasteful killing. But I think that was another pretty productive episode. I know I say that a lot, but we haven't really had any episodes where everything just goes wrong and we don't actually accomplish any of the goals I set out for the episode. We killed the green stink bug, the green shield bug. We got the Coltana. And we killed the termite king and got the woodpile chip. So those are kind of the big three I wanted to do for this episode. Next episode, I think, is going to be pretty much the broodmother from the start. And then from there, we'll probably head into the undershed. We likely won't do all of the undershed or whatever, but we'll begin it. I really can't afford to just go jumping down. I was like, oh, just jump off there, whatever. Alright, well, I want to end this episode, but I think what we're going to do is we are going to go back to base, make the stuff that we wanted to make, and then we're going to zip over to burg.l and turn in these chips just to see what we unlock. And then that way, if it's something I want to make before the next episode, I can do that between. I gotta turn this on because I don't remember where I'm going. You think it would not be that hard to find a big white castle with a big green tower sticking out of it, but somehow it's still not that visible at night. Now, I'm hoping that this new torch is not just renewable, but is also going to last us longer. Because trading out these regular cheap torches for a expensive material torch that runs out just as fast and needs to be refreshed regularly is not a great trade-off.
Nice and clean.
Alright, we made it back with all of our goodies intact. So first off, shove all this stuff in here. That frees up a lot of my inventory right away. Now we can make some lint rope. We might actually have enough of this now to make the roly-poly armor, which I would like to have before we go into the undershed, ideally, because it is heavy armor, and we're going to be doing a lot of tunnel fighting down there. Kind of like we just did, but with more than just termites, I think. Alright, green shield bug. I mean, I guess there's no point in depositing this because I'm just going to have to take it out again. Alright, repair my shield. We don't have a lot of ladybird shells, so I'm not going to be able to repair that too many times. I'm going to have to go and kill more of them. They really don't drop a lot of parts, is the thing. And we never actually got around to using these mint arrows to see how effective they are on the shield bug. But I guess we didn't need them, because it really wasn't that tough. I don't know, I guess I assumed that they were going to have, like, super toxin in their gas so that it would melt through the gas mask, but the gas mask didn't even take damage from that, which is surprising. Okay, so crafting. I might want to make a salt morning star as well, just so we have something salty. You can see it does a lot of stuns, so it's not a bad weapon. Even though we got the recipe a while ago, and it is something we theoretically could have made a while back. Okay, so first we need to make 2 spicy globs. And then we need to make a bunch of whetstones out of all the upgrade materials we just got. I like to keep one in here just so I can quick deposit. Okay, yeah, the big ones went in here as well. And the torch. The Everchar torch. Okay, tough gunk. Shield bug parts. Lint rope. Yep. Alright. So now we're going to put this in our torch slot on our second bar. I'm so glad they added multiple hot bars. There it is. It's just basically a torch with a little piece of the Everchar charcoal. But the two main things is that this is repairable and it works underwater. So we don't need to use the shitty diving torches anymore. Diving lanterns that run out very quickly. Which means we probably don't need the upgrade that makes the diving lantern last longer. And we will take one of these out because I really could have used one for this whole episode. Okay, the oven's still going.
Don't even need to boil it.
Fill this back up. We could make the charcoal canteen. I can't remember what materials that needs. But that is the one that allows you to fill it up with dirty water and it will be converted into clean water. Not that we've really ever been desperate for water. That just requires lint rope. But yeah, it's like a self-purifying... I gotta stop fucking drinking those every time I'm trying to equip whatever's in my slot. Alright. Well, I guess we just wait. Because I really need this to be done. Actually, what we can do is we can sleep. And that'll get that stuff finished. Set our respawn back here so that we don't end up all the way at the charcoal bag or the termite mound. I kind of like having the sound of those clocks that I built in here. You can hear them dinging softly. Okay. So now we make our Coltana. Bam. And upgrade it, I suppose. Ugh. Need more brittle ones as well. I only made the good ones. And because it is already elemental, you only need Mighty Globs to upgrade it further. Because otherwise, normally you'd have a choice between what kind of upgrade you want to do, but we just need Mighty Globs, which is weird. I kind of thought we would need whatever element it is to upgrade it. We'll use those because I have some extra right now. And now we got ourselves a fancy flaming sword that also glows in the dark. If you ever find that you need like a flashlight. I don't know where we're gonna put this because I don't want to get rid of the Tikmakwahuitl. I'll just put this on the second bar for now. There it is. Folded 1,000 times out of coal. Definitely does not fit this armor. We got a bunch of lint rope. So, can I make the roly-poly bits? those and the legs. Yep. So next time I will also upgrade these, like between episodes. Ooh, like that little effect. I'll upgrade these roly-poly parts, and we will use that as our delving into the undershed
Feel a little less squishy now.
armor. Also does not go with the Koltana, but there's no, like... Well, I guess the ant armor is like the samurai armor. But yeah, because this is an elemental weapon, we won't be able to just use this on everything. Which is why it is not replacing any of our existing weapons right now. However, if you look at the damage on this, it is very high. Yep, that is what a power attack looks like. I don't know why, but it does that with every weapon when you do a power attack. It looks alright when you're charging it up, though. Even if it is kind of a baseball swing. Alright, we're going this way. I mean, I do like the Centurion kind of armor, but I wish there was a weapon that looked kind of like a Gladius to use with it. Especially because the Makwahedal doesn't really have a matching armor set. I'd love to try this thing out on a wolf spider. Because they're weak against
Taking a look.
spicy and slashing. I really shouldn't do this because we don't have... we don't have the anti-poison equipped, but I want to see how effective it is. Very. And the Broodmother
Help! I'm stuck!
shares that double weakness, which is why I wanted to use this against her. So hopefully we will be able to deal with her all right. However, as I mentioned before, you cannot get immunity to her poison anymore, like you used to be able to. Now it is only 75% resistance. But, you know, that's better than none.
Hello there! Acting science. How can I help you today? Ah, more chips! Hand it over and let us see what I can remember. Much better. Fare thee well.
Alright, and that completed one of our quests. I still have 2 that I need to get rid of that we've had forever. 16.6k, wow, that was a lot of raw science. Okay, so now we can make the Mighty Jewel, which is for maxing out the upgrade on weapon or armor? No, just weapon. But you need the twinkling shells from the scarabs to do that. So, this also unlocks the Supreme and Supreme Whetstone, plating and whetstone, so we can get up to 1 level before max and then make the Mighty Jewel. We'll grab that. This is the same thing, but for the elemental weapons. Sturdy upgrades. Oh yeah, these are for crafting the tier 2 upgrade materials. Out of fucking fangs? Like wolf spider fangs, or oh, those might be tick fangs? I'm not sure. Or ladybug parts, which are way easier. And then ash cement is the last building material, but I really don't know if I want to bother with this. I mean, maybe we can make a nicer floor to go with our castle aesthetic, but otherwise I'm not going to obviously replace the whole castle that we haven't even fucking finished building. So the woodpile chip gets us a wizard hat, but it also gets us the candy staves, which is the thing I was surprised to hear they added this game. These are literally like magic shooting staffs to replace your bow with an elemental damage
Performing
weapon.
diagnostic.
And it's made out of like magic chemistry candy. We're definitely going to grab that, because those could be pretty handy against some of the tougher enemies with elemental weaknesses. Max health and damage resist, that's a pretty good meal, but of course it does require black ox parts. And then Termite Delight, which is not really that useful. More creatures, I like the creepy Mothman. I mean, you can kind of see a lot of the upper yard creatures here, including the ones we have encountered, like the Black Widow. Girthscape. Just in case you wanted all of your Girth characters from Yoked Girth on your walls. I'm gonna grab this. I don't think there's anything else we need. I mean, you can see just how much raw science it would take to unlock all of this. This is like 50,000 right now, considering some of these are like 4,000 or 5,000 each. So we're definitely not going to be getting all of these anytime soon. I'm going to grab this and call it a day. Wow. Gave me the most basic bitch quest.
Get yoked!
Processing.
Okay, so that'll do it for this episode of Grounded. Thank you for joining me for this very successful adventure.
I could really use some good grilling right about now.
But next time we are going to be hunting down a boss, and then we are going to be probably heading into the Undershed, because I don't think she's going to take that long. Especially because, once again, I'm going to just save before we fight.
Filtration tablets needed.
Actually,
I'll need to
I didn't need to do
process
that. One more thing I want to mention before we wrap up here. I noticed that they added... If I can fucking find it. They added water coolers to seemingly all of the labs, which are just an infinite water source, which is nice, because that was one of the... We literally died of dehydration in one of the labs. So, having a source there is a good idea. One of those little fixes I'm glad they implemented. Also a little surprised, just the degree of quality of life stuff they added after release. Alright, so thanks for joining me. I hope you had fun, and I hope you look forward to our bigger, more spidery adventure next time. Until then, you folks all take care.